All right, everyone, and welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase. My name's Adonis. I'm going to be your host for today's event. And as usual, we are joined by three very special guest judges who will be overseeing this entire showcase for today. So let me go ahead, let me introduce them one at a time. We'll start off with the first judge on the lineup. He's an A&R director over at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase. How are you, Knowledge?
I'm good. I'm good. How you doing?
Doing awesome, Knowledge. Now, Knowledge, we always ask a question to our judges that join us. Today, my question for you today, Knowledge, what are some of the qualities that an A&R looks for today in new artists?
Um, I think all of us are kind of looking for the same things. You know what I mean? Originality, the ability to just tell your story, and put it in a different way. The ability to, draw attention when you walk in the room, kind of command that attention. That's what they call that. That star factor. Um, just the hard working. You know what I mean? Just those type of things is what everyone's kind of really looking for. A unique voice is another thing that you can't really teach. That's something that you just kind of have. So those are mostly the things that we're all kind of looking for. The ability to separate yourself.
Awesome. Knowledge, it's always a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us for today's online event. Up next on the lineup, she's an A&R at Capitol Records. Kate LOESCH, welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase. Kate, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing awesome, Kate. So, Kate, my question for you today, how does a new artist stand out today? We have a lot of new artists that are tuning into our broadcast today. How do they stand out, especially with the amount of competition in the music industry?
I think a distinctive tone, cohesiveness, and consistency. So especially if there's music videos being submitted today, obviously expenses and budget always comes into play. But if you're an artist that has merch or a brand and you're wearing that within your music videos, it's just always thinking a step forward. Even that your music is accessible. It's across all DSPs. It's the same name. Your social media is the same name. Those are all sort of surface level things, but then it really comes down to the music, and it just has to stand out and be different.
There you have it. Kate LOESCH, it's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for joining us for today's online event. Last but certainly not least, he's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. You guys know him. It's Polo. Polo, welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase, Polo. How are you?
Man, I'm blessed, man. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. It's a pleasure to have you too, Polo. My question for you today, Polo, how does an artist avoid being categorized as sounding dated? That we hear that a lot, especially from our judges here on the showcase. And we get a lot of questions. A common question is, how do I not sound dated with my music?
I mean, honestly, I think most of it has to do with production. The sound. The sound changes every couple years. Whether it's just the way they use the synths, or just little effects that they do with the EQs or stuff like that. It's just keeping up tune with what's going on in the studio, engineers. You know what I mean? But obviously, production is key. Boom bap is still in place, but it's also done in a different way now. You know what I mean? It's like a compromise. You have to add a little bit of the new to keep the old. You know what I mean? So it's sounds in the production and also in the writing. Nowadays about melodies and flows and having people sing along. And if you just rapping, it depends how you rap. If it's slow, if it's fast, you kind of have to again compromise with a little bit of the new to keep the old.
For sure. Well, Polo, it's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us once again for our online showcase today. That's our star lineup of judges. We have a great lineup of artists. About 15 artists will be joining us today. Each of them submitted a song or a music video, which we'll watch live alongside all three of the judges. And today they are being judged. The judges are deciding whether or not to give each artist a pass or a no pass. If an artist gets at least 2 passes from the judges, that means they're heading to the next round for the Coast to Coast Live World Championship, where they'll get a chance to compete for $50,000 in grand prizes. So that's the goal for today, and we're going to kick this thing off with the first artist on the lineup. We have Day One. Day One, let me bring you on into the main room with me and the other 3 of the judges. All right, so Day One, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear real good.
Awesome, man. It's a pleasure to have you. Where are you from?
I'm from New Orleans.
Representing New Orleans. That's awesome. And what's your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check out your stuff?
Adams underscore 33. And my Facebook is Jade. Yeah.
Okay, dope. And now tell us a little bit about this song that you submitted today. It's called Why. What are we about to hear and watch? We got your music video too. What are we about to watch?
You're basically about to watch, facts. All I talk about is facts. Real things that's going on in the world today, right now. So all I could do is say just, watch, stay tuned.
Awesome. There you have it. This is Day One with his song, Why. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
Jones. Tell me why us black brothers can't stick together. Tell me why we always gotta kill each other. Tell me why we always have jealousy. Tell me why we always catching felonies. Tell me why we always want the same chick. Tell me why we always on the same shit. Why we gotta sell drugs to be famous. Tell me why we always getting locked up. Tell me why they always wanna see us popped up. Tell me why you hate me just because my skin. Tell me why you never wanna see a brother win. Tell me why we pop pills like medicine. Leave the door unlocked to let the devil in. Tell me why you on my dick cause a nigga poppin'. Tell me why you come around cause I got weed. Tell me why you always gotta doubt me. Why? Say. Tell me why you never get on your knees and pray. Tell me why you can't sleep cause you got beef. Tell me why you on the corner like the street light. Tell me why we always gotta live that street life. Tell me why we always rap about the same shit. Tell me why we gotta beef just to get clout. Tell me why you talking shit like a big mouth. You can have your ghost rider cause I'm Pac-Man. You will get knocked down with my backhand. Ask me while I feel I'm the hardest out. Tell me why you got a head on a black man. Tell me why you in my face cause I got kicked. And my stomach on full cause I just ate. Tell me why we gotta pay for a hot date. Dropping dollars on these bitches like a bank chaser. Why? Jones.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the first artist on the lineup. That was Day One with his music video. Let's go right over to our judges. Let's see what they thought. We'll start things off. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, we'll start things off with you. What were your thoughts of Day One and his music video that he submitted?
I thought the video was cool. It wasn't a whole lot that went into it, but at the same time, it was straight. You know what I mean? For a new artist, just putting music out, just getting content out. I like the message in the record. The record overall, for me, just wasn't there to me. The execution of it, the production needed work. Like I said, I liked what he was saying, but the delivery itself just didn't necessarily grab me to make me want to like listen to it again. It didn't have that playback factor for me. Is it the pass or fail thing?
Wait, say that again. Knowledge, we're losing you a little bit.
Is this a pass or fail?
Yeah, pass or no pass. Yeah.
Right, okay. Yeah, so for me it'll be a no pass.
All right, Knowledge, thank you for that. No pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on lineup. Let's go to the next judge. She's an A&R at Capitol Records. Kate Loesch, what were your thoughts of Day One and his music video that he submitted?
So I thought the record started off strong. I was excited. I liked the beat. I liked your energy on it. And it kind of just turned into like it wasn't arranged properly. So I felt like you were missing verses. It felt like what you had was just a really long hook and there wasn't anything in between. So I think you need to go back and you need to look at your arrangement of that record and how to properly arrange it. So like the structure, verse, hook, maybe there's a bridge in there, maybe not. But otherwise that repeat value isn't there for what it is right now. I heard everything you have to say, but you have a rhythm to it and you have a repetitiveness, but it wasn't enough. So that hook should be cut like in half and then you should do verses around it as well. So for me, it can't be a pass right now.
All right, there you have it from Kate Loesch. No pass, unfortunately, from our second judge on the lineup. With that, we'll go over to our last judge. He's the director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what were your thoughts of Day One and his music video that he submitted?
I mean, the judges kind of hit it on the head. I think he had a good idea. The overall song was cool. I think he had a good idea. Like Knowledge said, I think he had a good message, but the execution just felt, a little outdated. And this is where when you just asked me the question of, how you not try to sound outdated. This is one of those. The beat was a little outdated, and then his flow was outdated. You know what I'm saying? He had a good message, but it was delivered in a way where it kind of sounded a little bit, a little old. So I don't think it could compete in this competition right now. So I wouldn't say no pass.
All right, there you have it. Thank you for that, Polo. Looks like all the judges are in agreement. No pass today, Day One. But check your email right after this event. You'll get written feedback from all three of the judges. Thanks again for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. That was Day One. All right, guys, up next on the lineup, we have Burner Rico 3X. Burner Rico, let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, so we have Burner Rico 3X. Can you hear us? You are muted. Go ahead and unmute yourself so we can hear you real quick.
You hear me?
What's up, man? How's it going? Where you from?
What's up with? I'm coming from Port Gibson, Mississippi.
Representing Mississippi. It's a pleasure to have you. And what's your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
On Facebook, they can check me out. Clyde Watson. They got my official name. I can't change it. It will be the artist name. Okay, on Instagram, my artist page is an artist page, Burner Rico, BURNER_RICO 3X, Burner Rico 3X. Look it up on YouTube, Burner Rico 3X, videos gonna pop up.
Awesome, there you have it. Now tell us a little bit about this video we're about to see. What are we about to watch?
Okay, I got the song made, yeah, shit, excuse the profanity, yeah, shit, with the two eyes at the end. My engineer, producer, he was doing Lil Boosie them stuff. Big Wayne on the track, he known for club banger. It's a club banger. It ain't no hood song, it's for the club. For the industry, the new music was born right now.
All right, there you have it. This is Burner Rico with his music video. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
the max, bitch. Lewis started mugging like he wanna feel that cannon. Let's go to the parking lot and show him we bout damage. This hoes bigger than the bitch from that cannon. Dive up in that water while I flush him with that 30 stick. 30 stick, that 30 stick. 30 stick, that 30 stick. 30 stick, that 30 stick. 30 spot, I flush him with that 30 stick, that 30 stick. 30 stick, that 30 stick. 30 stick, that 30 stick. 30 stick. 30 stick, that gas shit, that gas shit. Gas shit, that gas shit. Gas shit, that gas shit. Gas shit. Bitch, we bout that gas shit, that gas shit. Gas shit, that gas shit. Gas shit, that gas shit. Gas shit. Bitch, we bout that gas shit, that gas shit. Gas shit, that gas shit. Gas shit, that gas shit. Gas shit. Bitch, we bout that gas shit, that gas shit. Gas shit, that gas shit. Gas shit, that gas shit. Gas shit. Bitch, we bout that gas shit.
I be high as fuck, I just might lift off. Cruising through the city with my niggas, that's my entourage. If she tryna ball up off your pivot, girl, come fuck with us. Yeah. I'ma crown you Queen Victoria. When we make this move, you can tour with us. When I get this money, I'ma spoil you, girl. Only real diamonds for my bitch, it ain't counterfeit. Brand new outfit, her hair did, her nails me. Fucking on that bitch, be her pussy, she having it. She be taking all of the dick, she be gagging it. I might pop a pill and lift off. I might smoke a blunt and go to class. Fuck on your bitch with the cost. She just want price,
Bitch, we
we
bout
boss.
that gas shit, that gas shit. Gas shit, that gas shit. Gas shit, that gas shit. Gas shit. Bitch, we bout that gas shit, that gas shit. Gas shit, that gas shit. Gas shit, that gas shit. Gas shit. Bitch, we bout that gas shit, that gas shit. Gas shit, that gas shit. Gas shit, that gas shit. Gas shit. Bitch, we bout that gas shit, that gas shit. Gas shit, that gas shit. Gas shit, that gas shit. Gas shit. Bitch, we bout that gas shit.
All right, everyone. So that was Rico 3X with his song and his music video. Let's go right over to our judges. Let's see what they thought. We'll start things off this time. She's an A&R at Capitol Records. Kate Loesch, she'll be up first. What were your thoughts of Rico 3X and his music video that he submitted?
I really like the energy of it. I appreciate what he did with the video, but lyrically, it just the energy of the hook was there, but lyrically, like I didn't feel what he was saying. I just don't feel like his vocals were mixed in, where it's like the feature on that record came in and he sounded good. The feature sounded really good. And you never ever want your featured artist to sound better than you do on a record. So for me, he kind of took the shine. And because of that, it then showed me like, I don't really know what this hook is. And I have the melody and the cadence stuck in my head, but not the lyrics. So because of that, it can't be a pass for me.
All right, thank you for that. Kate Loesch, no pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go to the next judge. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what were your thoughts of Rico 3X and his song that he submitted?
The record was cool. Had a lot of energy. It was hyped up. But like Kate said, I just thought, to me, the lyrics, it sounded a little bit out of date. And it just wasn't in tune to what's going on now. I mean, again, he brought the energy, which I really liked. That's one thing. If I saw him perform on stage, I would probably love it because it just had that type of hype to it. But it wasn't a wow factor. It wasn't a replay factor to it either. You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of what hurts it. You know what I mean? The yeah shit it's catchy because it's simple, but also just like yeah shit sounded a little bit old. You know what I mean? So to me, it's hard to give it a no pass because it just it's like right there. Because I think he did a great job on the execution of just getting excited, get you excited about the song, but the song overall was just okay. So I'm going to have to say a no pass for that.
All right, thank you for that. Polo, no pass, unfortunately, from our second judge on the lineup. Let's go to our last judge. He's a director of A&R at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what were your thoughts of Rico 3X and his music video that he submitted?
Yeah, I mean, I'm in total agreement with Polo and Kate. Just kind of elaborate on that. I mean, when it comes to the hook, like the hook is cool. Because it was repetitive, but then on that back half of it, it probably needed to be switched up a little bit just to give it a fresher feel. And then on the verses, you got to just be better on the verses. You know what I'm saying? You got to shine brighter on the verses. And then to touch on what Kate was saying, the featured artist came in on that record and kind of took the shine from you a little bit on that. So just some things to work on. But yeah, it's a no pass for me. I feel just how they felt.
All right, there you have it. Thank you for that. Knowledge. All three of the judges also agreeing. No pass, unfortunately, for you, Burner Rico 3X. But check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. Thanks again for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Burner Rico 3X with his music video that he submitted. All right, guys, up next on the lineup, looks like we have Zucci. Now, Zucci, let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, so we have Zucci. Can you hear us? And we'll try this again. Zucci, can you hear us? Now, you did submit your song called Go. Looks like you're not connecting here, so let me go ahead and load up your video, and we'll be right back.
Here we go again. Zooch. Hey. Go, go, go. They be playing soccer in my zone. Got a lot of fans in the club. Never took a chance, but I dove. Boy, I dove. Go, go. They be playing soccer in my zone. Got a lot of fans in the club. Never took a chance, but I dove. Boy, I dove. So just big, I'ma take a gun, but this nigga want, I'ma ship it up. Put a big chain, this nigga's bored. Never try hard, but I call it off. I be putting Gucci in my pre-bill. Nigga turn up, I'm a B-year. I'm the good nigga, I'm the bad guy, boy, ain't that nigga. I'm the true guy. Big ball with the big gun, never hit a nigga with a big shot. Tory and a freezer, never hit a nigga with a slingshot. Nengi and a people, never hit a nigga with a pop smoke. Zucci and the peak, I never popped a bit without the mashie. Go. They be playing soccer in my zone. Got a lot of fans in the club. Never took a chance, but I dove. Boy, I dove. Go. They be playing soccer in my zone. Got a lot of fans in the club. Never took a chance, but I dove. Boy, I dove. They be saying Zucci, stop killing our flow. All my homies put the product all on my phone, yeah. Shorty and a booty got my little baby crazy. They be saying Zucci, why you calling without texting? Shorty and a baby, they be acting like the wrestlers. They be saying Gucci's don't match with the Cabanas. Big bros and the little hoes don't smoke with other rattlers. They be saying niggas don't rush into the action. Go. They be playing soccer in my zone. Got a lot of fans in the club. Never took a chance, but I dove. Boy, I dove. Go. They be playing soccer in my zone. Got a lot of fans in the club. Never took a chance, but I dove. Boy, I dove. Hey, Zooch. Tick. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Zucci with his song and his music video. Let's go right over to our judges. Let's see what they thought. We'll start things off this time. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts of Zucci and his music video that he submitted?
I thought the record was cool. When it first came on, I got excited because I liked the beat. And I thought he was gonna, he looked like he was about to come bring it. And then the hook came on. I thought the hook was okay. I still was rocking with it. But then when he started with the flow, that's when it kind of went left. Felt like he was a little, I don't know if he was freestyling or going off the top of his head. He was a little off beat. I was trying to find a good in it, you know what I mean? But the best part, honestly, the best part probably was the hook, because that's the only thing that was really in pocket with the beat, and it, you know, kind of stood out. Even though it's as simple as it was, it did stand out. But when it came to the when it came to the flow, when it came to the verses, he was really off, and he wasn't really saying much. He wasn't even. I felt like he wasn't trying to rhyme or keep up with the concept. So for me, it's a no pass.
All right, no pass, unfortunately, from our first judge, Polo. Let's go over to the next judge on the lineup. He's a director of A&R at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what were your thoughts of Zucci and his music video that he submitted?
I mean, I feel like the video could have been a lot better, a little more creative. I understand he probably didn't have a lot of money to shoot it and things like that, but still, even with no money or a little bit of money, you know, you can still just be creative. You know what I mean? That doesn't cost a lot to be creative. So that was my opinion on that. But as far as the record, I mean, I thought the record was okay. It just felt like, you know, artists that's starting out, still trying to, you know, figure out what their sound's going to be, still getting it together. So, you know, it still needed a lot of work to me, as far as just the hook and the writing aspect of it. To touch on what Polo said, I think his beat selection was cool, but for me, it'll be no pass.
All right, there you have it. Thank you for that, Knowledge. And with that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. She's an A&R at Capitol Records. Kate Loesch, what do you think of him and his music video that he submitted? And we'll try this again. Kate Loesch, A&R from Capitol Records. What were your thoughts of Zucci and his music video that he submitted? And it looks like we're having a bit of connection issues with Kate. We'll come back to Kate. With that, Zucci, unfortunately, the first two judges did give you a no pass. So unfortunately, you won't be heading to the championship. But check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges, including Kate as well. Thanks again for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. That was Zucci. All right, guys, up next on the lineup, we have Young Cello. Let me go ahead and load up their video. Now, they did submit a video called Subway. Let me load this up. We'll be right back.
Please don't do it to him.
Bricks to that yay in the trap. Gotta get it up some way. Fucking your hoe from the back. You know she let me have it my way. Nigga looking at me sideways. Send the package on a Friday. Keep it G, it ain't no foul play. Only real niggas round me. Bricks to that yay in the trap. Yeah, gotta get it up some way. Fucking your hoe from the back. You know she let me have it my way. Nigga looking at me sideways. Send the package on a Friday. Keep it G, it ain't no foul play. Only real niggas round me. Bricks to that shit, we come see him. Cut all these hoes, I don't need them. To the Dior, to the cleaners. Rest in my bag off a feature. Quit to run they mouth, disrespecting all when a nigga used to feed them. Bitch, I'm spinning while I make deposits on a rock designer and they see it. I hit the block, we up them Glock. 100 shots, I'ma turn him up. Ducking the law, 3 ounces raw. I know I'm a place, about to eat it up. That bread coming slow, I'ma speed it up. Ain't with that jacking, bitch, I'm with that trapping. I post on the block and I blew it up. Doing racks in my denim, they blue as fuck. Drill session, I caught plenty blessings. Beat the case, ain't no murder weapon. Daddy gone, I had no duration. Hustle corners became my profession. Know some real niggas fighting real cases. Real gangsters on their knees praying. Pray for getting this in the streets with Satan. All this shit we facing, I can't even blame. Bricks of that yay in the trap. Gotta get it up some way. Fucking your hoe from the back. You know she let me have it my way. Nigga looking at me sideways. Send the package on a Friday. Keep it G, it ain't no foul play. Only real niggas round me. Bricks of that yay in the trap. Yeah, gotta get it up some way. Fucking your hoe from the back. You know she let me have it my way. Nigga looking at me sideways. Send the package on a Friday. Keep it G, it ain't no foul play. Only real niggas round me.
In and out of jail, never got no mail. See a nigga had to grow in the system. I gave the bitch all that I had. She still wanted more, went to fuck on my nigga. Think it's a game and shit can get wicked. I bought a Samuel League in the scrimmage. Tired of watching, I had to go get it. Like how you gon' ball if you stuck on no bitches? Daughter of princess, this time I been missing. Can never get back, man, that shit got me tripping. Niggas be beefing till FN start hitting. My blick had with bundles, I bought her some inches. Pull up in foreign with Roosh is a tenant. For I rock the rap it, I rock me a business. I never got baptized when Granny was living. Just in her honor, I bought me some Christians. Blick had with bundles, I bought her some feeders. My whole little demon, you don't wanna meet her. Time I look out the window and I'm tweaking. I'm worried about feds and my door is cheaters. Don't do follow backs on her grandmama leader. Calling me Phil, but I bought us a leader. VIP parking, no use of a meter. These bitches is eaters and runners ain't keepers, no.
Bricks of that yay in the trap. Gotta get it up some way. Fucking your hoe from the back. You know she let me have it my way. Nigga looking at me sideways. Send the package on a Friday. Keep it G, it ain't no foul play. Only real niggas round me. Bricks of that yay in the trap. Yeah, gotta get it up some way. Fucking your hoe from the back. You know she let me have it my way. Nigga looking at me sideways. Send the package on a Friday.
All right, everyone. So that was Young Cello with his song and his music video. Let's go right over to our judges. Let's see what they thought. We'll start things off. He's a director of A&R at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts of them and their music video that they submitted?
I mean, I thought the video was on point for, you know, what they're doing and where they're at, you know, in the music. I thought the song was really good, you know, for, like I said, for where they're at, for sure. The hook was on point. The first verse felt really good. The second artist I wasn't in love with as much, but I think the first artist really did a good job. Had good energy. He was really saying something in the thing. I think for me, it's an easy pass.
All right, there you have it. From Knowledge, getting your first pass from the judges. Let's go over to the next judge on the lineup. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what were your thoughts of Young Cello and their music video that he submitted?
Yeah, I wasn't mad at this. I actually, you know, thought he did a good job. Like Knowledge said, I thought the second person was okay. That kind of threw a little bit off, but I thought he carried enough. The energy was there. You know, thought the video was cool. It's definitely, you know, like I said, it's up to date. So I'm gonna give it a pass.
All right, thank you for that. Polo, getting your second pass. Congrats on that. And with that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. She's an A&R at Capitol Records. Kate Loesch, what were your thoughts of Young Cello and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, I think the song, I like the song. I think that he delivered. It was arranged well. He didn't make it feel as repetitive by playing around with his voice and hitting punchlines and knowing when to hit those punchlines with his voice. And I think that is a skill that anyone who really wants to rap, I mean, anyone who wants to sing, but especially rap, needs to master. Just it helps with your cadence and your inflection and voice. Agree with the other two judges. The featured artist wasn't as strong, but that's good for you because this is your submission. So it's a pass for me.
All right, thank you for that, Kate. All the judges giving you a pass. Congratulations to Young Cello. You're headed to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship next year, where you'll compete for $50,000 in grand prizes. Congrats once again. We'll see you live on stage next year. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have Young Cavalier. Young Cavalier, let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, Young Cavalier, can you hear us? You're muted. Go ahead and unmute yourself so we can hear you real quick.
Yes, sir. I hear you.
What's up, man? Where you from?
Fire Team Cavalier, man. Young Cavalier here, man. Just here to turn up with y'all from Springfield, Massachusetts. 413, man. Shout out Coast to Coast, man, for having me.
Awesome. It's a pleasure to have you. What's your social media so everyone can go ahead and go check out your stuff?
FT_Cavalier on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Follow me. Go tune in. A lot of flame shit on there. You know? Yeah.
All right,
Sure.
dope. And now you submitted your song called Rubber Bands. Can you tell us a little bit about it? What's the idea behind it? What are we about to watch?
Yeah, man. Everybody just want big bands and a rubber band, man. That's everybody's goal, you know. So I just wanted to paint a picture, kind of what just goes on around us every day. You know what I'm saying? I flew out to LA to shoot the video, so I hope y'all like it. I worked with a production label. Shout out Divergent. They helped me put it together, man. We going crazy, man. Shout out y'all for having me. Let's get it.
Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Young Cavalier with his song Rubber Bands. Let me load this up. We'll be right back.
Is that Avery?
Big bands in a rubber band. 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 Ooh, I need it all. Ooh, baby, tell me, what do you want? All these hoes getting involved. And I just need the big bands in a rubber band. Big bands in a rubber band. Ooh, big bands in a rubber band. I just need big bands, you don't understand. Had to go get it, I ain't even have a plan. And now I'm about chicken like a frying pan. Nigga, we serving that shit coming right up. Serving it, come fuck your night up. Say you want smoke, but you don't want that light up. Lil' mama sucking me right up. Sip out the bottle, we rollin', holding. Whip the V just like it's stolen. Bitch, I'm ballin' like the Rose and Trojan. All I do is roll the potent. Getting bands, but I need some more. She my fan, but I don't even know her. I'm the man, she call, I press ignore. Bitch, fuck you saying, won't stop till I'm on 4. Big bands in a rubber band. 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 Ooh, I need it all. Ooh, baby, tell me, what do you want? All these hoes getting involved. And I just need them big bands in a rubber band. Big bands in a rubber band. Running my stash up, running the stash up, fucking this cash up, counting my cash up. Bitch with her ass up, hit it, she back up. I'm getting mad bucks, niggas be bad luck. I'ma speed up in the fast truck. Remember them days I ain't have none. 5 and we next up. We rolling G's, know that they notice me. Dripping my ice beyond overseas. Your bitch on the knees, getting me right like she supposed to be. Ride me like rubber beat. Gucci AK straight from Italy. I know these haters ain't feeling me. Free all the fam out the penitentiary. I'm going in, got fevers, they sick of me. Is you with it, baby? Ain't no time for playing. I'm saying, baby, seen you on the gram, yeah. All these bands wasn't in the plan, yeah. I said all these bands wasn't even in the plan, yeah, yeah. Big bands in a rubber band. 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 Ooh, I need it all. Ooh, baby, tell me, what do you want? All these hoes getting involved. And I just need them big bands in a rubber band. Big bands in a rubber band.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Young Cavalier with his song Rubber Bands. Let's go right over to our judges. Let's see what they thought. We'll start things off. She's an A&R at Capitol Records. Kate Loesch, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts of Young Cavalier and his song that he submitted?
So the song was cool. It was the beat was decent. He sounded good on it. It didn't really tell me anything about the artist. It felt, very generic. And like anybody could have really written it. Like it could have been a demo that was submitted for anybody, but it was, he sounds good on it. I just would love to hear some more lyricism and some punchlines that really give some personality to a record like that. But I will pass him. based on the record.
All right, there you have it. From Kate Loesch giving you your first pass so far from the judges. Let's go over to the next judge on the lineup. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what were your thoughts of Young Cavalier and his song with his music video that he submitted?
I mean, I thought the song and the video were solid. Touching on what Kate was saying, you know, I definitely would have liked to hear some more creativity, more depth within the song. But, you know, I thought he did a good job on the hook. Left you with something to kind of remember, sing along with. I like the energy in the video and in the record. Yeah, I think it's impact.
All right, there you have it. From Knowledge, giving you your second pass from the judges. And with that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what were your thoughts of Young Cavalier and his song that he submitted?
I thought the record was cool. I mean, it wasn't nothing crazy. The hook definitely was really excitable, which was good. But I felt like he got lazy with the verse. And that's really important to me. I like lyrics. And you have to take me somewhere. I feel like he wasn't really taking me, like Kate said. I didn't really get a glimpse of who he is. Bro bands and Wait, that's cool, but he really didn't tell me the story. So, I mean, he already got a pass. So I'm gonna keep it with the flow and just give it a pass. But definitely felt like it could be a little bit stronger.
All right, there you have it from Polo. Great advice there. Definitely bring your A game because you're headed to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship next year where you'll compete for $50,000 in grand prizes. Young Cavalier, congrats once again. We'll see you live on stage next year. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have Technical. Now, Technical, let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. And we have Technical. Can you hear us? And you are muted. Go ahead and mute yourself so we can hear you real quick.
All right, we ready.
What's up, man? Where you from?
I'm from Philadelphia, Feltonville area. Why, yo?
Awesome. Representing Philly. It's a pleasure to have you. What's your social media so everyone can go ahead and go check you out?
My social media, you can follow me at Technical SV on Instagram, Facebook, all social media platforms. I also got an official page I just started at Technical SV Official on Instagram.
Awesome. Now we got your music video. Tell us a little bit about it. What are we about to watch?
Actually, can you tell me which one I sent y'all?
Talk my shit. What are we about to watch?
Talk my ish. Oh, all right. Yeah, that's just me talking my ish because I feel as though nowadays they ain't really talking too much about nothing. So I feel as though why not talk mine? You feel me?
I feel you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Technical with his music video. Let me load this up. We'll be right back.
Get it.
Why not talk my shit? Why not talk my shit when they ain't talking about shit? Why not talk my shit? Why not talk my shit when they ain't talking about shit? Why not talk my shit? Why not talk my shit when they ain't talking about shit? Why not talk my shit? Why not talk my shit when they ain't talking about shit? Why not talk my shit? Why not talk my shit when they ain't talking about shit? Why not talk my shit? Why not talk my shit when they ain't talking about shit? Why not talk my shit? Why not talk my shit when they ain't talking about shit? Why not talk my shit? Why not talk my shit when they ain't talking about shit? Straight to the paper, checking my fresh cause it's major. Don't mind my label, cause that'll get you niggas rained on. I'm usually the calmest, but now I'm the wildest cause they cut my chains off. They gave me the plug and he showed me some love and now I got my change up. And I'll never change up on none of the niggas I came up with. Niggas I blazed up with, sold drugs with, raised up with. Real nigga riding to my death, my hitter, I promise. Put that on my mama, my brother, my sister, my father. Just know that I got us. My vision to fix all our problems. Vacations to islands. My folks at that product. He said it'll be there. Just give him an hour. Can't wait on my album. So I got nickels and dimes and ounces and pounds. And for them they drown and dripping my swag for these commas. Picture for profit. But why not talk my shit? Why not talk my shit when they ain't talking about shit? Why not talk my shit? Why not talk my shit when they ain't talking about shit? Why not talk my shit? Why not talk my shit when they ain't talking about shit? Why not talk my shit? Why not talk my shit when they ain't talking about shit? What are you saying? Screaming on tracks like a rape Vic. And I am the rapist. Puncturing pussies cause they bitch. talk like they bout it, but see them in traffic and niggas won't say shit. Pleading their cases like lawyers and witness protection cause they snitch. Good boys couldn't take this. Should've went back in they playpen. Mama said you was a star. Cotton and counties and state biz. Let me translate it. Fagging and queer be on gay shit. Playing the role like they Damon. Knowing they fourth be on fake shit. Writing them statements. Hold up. And these be the niggas you slang with. Reppin' your set, gang with. Hustle all night, break day with. Lacking on paper, flexing for neighbors. Scraping them payments, niggas ain't chasing. Higher than scrapers, don't be them players. Stay them before they can take off. Why not talk my shit? Why not talk my shit when they ain't talking about shit? Why not talk my shit? Why not talk my shit when they ain't talking about shit? Why not talk my shit? Why not talk my shit when they ain't talking about shit? Why not talk my shit? Why not talk my shit when they ain't talking about shit? When they ain't talking about shit. When they ain't talking about shit. They ain't talking about shit.
All right, everybody, so that was Technical with his music video right there. Let's go right over to our judges. Let's see what they thought. We'll start things off this time. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts of Technical and his music video that he submitted?
The record was solid. Definitely the way he kept the hook simple kind of, made it memorable, which was good. Now it's still kind of stuck in my head. But then again, like I said, like I said to the last artist, I feel like lyrically just wish it is a little bit more creative, but I think he did an overall job just selling me the record, so it's a pass for me.
All right, got your first pass from Polo from the judges. Let's go over to the next judge on the lineup. She's in A&R at Capitol Records. Kate Loesch, what were your thoughts of Technical and his music video that he submitted?
Yeah, I think he did a good job with it. I like the video. I like the energy on the track. There was for me, there was almost a love-hate relationship with this song. There was some points where you sounded so strong on it, and then there was other points that just felt a little bit too wordy, and like it would kind of mess up your flow and your cadence, where you would come in and you sounded really in the pocket, and then you used too many words or maybe too many syllables, and it kind of threw you off balance. Well, other than that, I think you really held your own on this. The only other piece of advice I would give is where we are in the world and everything like that. We do have to be sensitive to what we say. And I know you had a play on words, but I just would never recommend calling yourself a rapist in a song. But I'm going to give you a pass.
All right, there you have it from Kate Loesch. Definitely some great advice there. And with that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what were your thoughts of Technical and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, I thought the song and the video was solid. I like the aggressiveness in it. It felt like Philly to me. I just think, songwriting-wise, I would have liked to be a little more creative in the verses. But I think on the hook, he did a good job of being simple with it and repetitive, so it had a, catchy factor to it. Yeah, so the only thing I would say though is really, when you look at it, the song is 2 years old, so we always, as A&Rs, we always want to hear new music from an artist. We always want to hear what you've been up to lately, so just keep that in mind moving forward.
All right, thank you for that knowledge. Great advice there from all three of the judges, and it looks like you're headed to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship next year, where you'll compete for $50,000 in grand prizes. Congratulations once again, Technical. We'll see you live on stage next year. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have Little Melly. Little Melly, let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, so can you hear us, Little Melly? There we go, we got you. Go ahead and unmute yourself so we can hear you real quick. It looks like you're muted. And just unmute yourself so we can hear you real quick. What's
Can
up?
you hear me?
Yeah, we got you, man. Where are you from?
How you doing? I'm from St. Paul, Minnesota.
Minnesota. It's a pleasure to have you. What's your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
On Facebook, it's Melly Entertainment. On Instagram, we got Melly3, I think it is. My bad, I don't be on it like that.
All right, cool. And now, Lil Melly, tell us a little bit about this song you submitted. I believe it's called Unreleased 100 Snippet. That's what we got. What is this all about? What are we about to hear?
Yeah, that's like my it's like a little G Herbo mix, me expressing myself, aggressive on the beat, playing with my lyrics, you know, got a couple switch up paste on there, you know. I like to switch up my lyrics a lot and play with it a little bit, so.
I gotcha. All right, well, cool. Let's go ahead. Let's take a listen to this Lil Melly with his song Unreleased. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
You still colder than most of these niggas. But I never just let it like that. Oh, God.
I was only 15, but I had a car, and them niggas ain't like me. They told me I wasn't gonna make it too far, and I'm not Luther King, but I had a little dream, and I swear I was gonna bring it too far. Then shit got nervous, Herbo swerving, we ain't gonna make it tomorrow. And I might pop out with the polo on me, just put the mic down, ready to speak. Remember them days we was trapping on feet. Look at me now, I'm in a new seat. I shoot for a purpose, when I get nervous, wrapping it up, toss it over the furnace. Remember them days we was tucking them burners, nowadays these niggas hot as the summer. I stack it up for them digits, God is my witness. I dream for a vision. You dream a dream full of titty, you leave your bed full of semen. This shit is pathetic. I put my all on my set, if I hear it all, I'ma check it. A moment of silence. Hey, mama, I made it. These niggas don't know I'm the greatest. I'm feeling too hated. Like a dirt color, I'm faded. These diamonds, they golden, they stainless. I'm saying my prayers. No, I think I'm saying I'm stacking these dollars with no conversation. I keep to myself cause you told me stay. But I steady keep thinking about the old days. When I want it, I got it. These niggas be flashing, they geeking their pockets. They steady keep counting my pockets. No wonder you lose it. Just look at my watch, now rock it, lock it, put it in a socket. Never stay broke cause I always be hustling. If I remember your bill from the projects, bringing it up at the top, ain't no stopping. What I mean ain't no stopping, extra clip, it like to sit on my waist. 30 shot right off the motherfucking gate. Bad bitch, shorty, she do what I say. Never run up cause that bitch gonna pay. Call her Steve Urkel, the pants pass away. She calling me bro, but the band's in her face. Rico, got that fire, got that fire. That girl getting groovy, she shaking her booty. These niggas saying I'm lacking, capping, these niggas be snitching, I call Ratatouille. I got the Conor McGregor, light as a feather, my diamonds, they changing the weather. She told me her last name was Heather, car made of leather, remember she work at the shelter. Hope they feel better. She getting wetter, feeling too drippy, I need an umbrella. These bitches saying they over me, just like a surgery, stitching they heart back together. When I go shopping, it's grocery, EBT mostly, niggas don't know how it's supposed to be. I swear it be taking control of me, might have to go to sleep, none of you niggas as cold as me.
All right, everyone. So that was Lil Melly with his song that he submitted for us. Let's go right over to our judges. Let's see what they thought. We'll start things off. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what were your thoughts of Lil Melly and his song that he submitted?
Man, I think this kid has a ton of potential. I think, you know, he clearly showed he could really rap. Feels like he's young, so he's just starting out. Doesn't feel like he's found his voice yet and his delivery yet. Still has to work on that. You could tell it's still early, but I feel like, man, another year or so, year and a half or whatever it may be, you know, you keep working, we're going to definitely be hearing your name. People are going to be looking into you. So for me, it's going to be a no pass right now, and that's strictly just because it feels early for him. You know what I mean? But I really feel strongly that, you know, talent-wise, he has a ton of talent. So it's just a matter of putting it together and continuing to grow. But yeah, man, I would definitely keep my ear to feet for you.
There you have it from Knowledge at Atlantic Records. No pass, unfortunately, from the judge, but he gave you some great advice there. Let's go on to the next judge on the lineup. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what were your thoughts of Lil Melly and his song that he submitted?
I agree with a lot of what Knowledge said. I think the kid has a lot of potential. You could definitely hear it. But it still sounded too early. It was still things that needs to be tightened up. You know what I'm saying? Lyrically, flow-wise, too, has to be a little bit more in pocket. But the potential, like I said, he's young. He can hear the sound. He has a personality, which is good. So keep at it. You know what I mean? But for right now, it's a no pass. But don't give up, because you definitely, I see something in it. You know what I mean?
All All right, there you have it from Polo. No pass. Unfortunately, with that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. She's an A&R at Capitol Records. Kate Loesch, what do you think of Little Melly and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, I think you have a great voice and a great delivery, but the record was really, really lacking. The arrangement, it wasn't a full record. I didn't feel like there was a hook there. There was nothing that is stuck in my head, just except for how your voice sounds, which is really good because now you just have to make a full real record because you have the voice there. A lot of people know how to make a record, but they don't sound good on it. So because of that, I can't give you a pass, but I see the potential that you have, and I think you just need to go back and really put your head down and make a real song.
All right, awesome. Thank you for that, Kate. Well, you got some agreeances from all three of the judges. Unfortunately, it's a no pass, but they definitely see some potential there. They're going to give you some written feedback right after this event. Little Melly, it was a pleasure to have you. We hope to see you again in a future showcase. All right, guys, up next on the lineup, we have 380 EC. 380 EC, let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, so 380, can you hear us?
Can y'all hear me?
We got you, brother. Where you from, man?
I'm from Omaha, Nebraska.
Nebraska. It's a pleasure to have you. Tell us your social media so everyone can go ahead and go check you out.
On Instagram, you can follow me at crashed_out_e.c. And then on Facebook, it's Ethan Coleman.
All right, dope. Now, we have your song here. It's called Polo G. Martin and Gina Remix. What is this all about?
I had, when y'all had told me to upload the next one, I uploaded it. It's been uploaded.
Gotcha. But we got this one. Tell us a little bit about this song. What are we about to hear?
It's really like, it's kind of about like some of the stuff that I've gone through and like being with a female, you know, me just trying to get some love from somebody and, you know, everything's just not working out the way it's supposed to.
I feel you. All right, guys. Well, let me load up his video. We'll be right back.
Remember all them nights, young nigga just tryna get some love, young nigga just tryna get some love. Posted on the block with my niggas, I be bullin' with my thugs, with my niggas, I be bullin' with my thugs. Hey, shawty held it down, tryna find a little place on the run, tryna find a little place on the run. I can't even fold, all they ever do is show fake love, all they ever do is show fake love. Man, I really miss my niggas, where the fuck is y'all at? We used to post a biggie jiggy, smoking dope in the back. Ain't popped the pill and niggas stressing, so I might just relapse. Ain't a nigga taking my you trying, best believe. Then I'm blowing your cap. I had 20 in my pocket for a cut up pack. I see my brother stressing, took my bread and broke it in half. She see me stressing, held my hand and stabbing me in the back. And then she tell me that she love me, and I'm saying that's cap. I'm missing Ina, keeping Nina, and it's always gon' go. And yeah, this boy will be a hoe, cause it's always gon' blow. You know it's staying by my side, I ain't never alone. Yeah, said I ain't never alone. Remember all them nights, young nigga just tryna get some love. Young nigga just tryna get some love. Posted on the block with my niggas, I be bullin' with my thugs. With my niggas, I be bullin' with my thugs. Hey, shawty held it down, tryna find a little place on the run. Tryna find a little place on the run. I can't even fold, all they ever do is show fake love. All they ever do is show fake love. All they ever do is show fake love. I'm so misunderstood. I wasn't born into this life, but I be from a hood. I got a right behind my brothers, whether it's wrong or good. Sit in the back and clutch a gap while I perform the wood. Shorty had to move on to better find the things, but I could promise you that he won't make you shine like me. Thinking back to all them nights you used to whine on me, and then I tell you go spark up, we smoked the finest tree. We was posted on the block, you stood beside of me, and when the oppa scream my name, you wouldn't shy a thing. And I'm still saying fuck that bitch, cause I be grinding, B. And when that nigga got you kind of come back signing me. Remember all them nights, young nigga just tryna get some love. Young nigga just tryna get some love. Posted on the block with my niggas, I be bullin' with my thugs. With my niggas, I be bullin' with my thugs. Hey, shawty held it down, tryna find a little place on the run. Tryna find a little place on the run. I can't even fold, all they ever do is show fake love. All they ever do is show fake love.
All right, everyone. So that was 380 EC with his song that he submitted for us. Let's go right over to our judges. Let's see what they thought. We'll start things off. He's the director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts of 380 EC and his song that he submitted?
I liked it. I liked the beat. I liked the way he was flowing to it. I like what he was saying too. I think overall, he did a good job. So it was a pass for me.
All right, there you have it from Polo, giving you your first pass from the judges. Let's go over to the next judge on the lineup. He's a director of A&R at Atlantic Records, Knowledge. What were your thoughts of 380 EC and his song that he submitted?
So yeah, I mean, I think he sounds good on the record. I think he has sounds good. You know, you definitely have some bars in there as far as just content wise. You know, obviously we like the beat. I think it's a tricky situation though. So here's the thing with those, right? So obviously that's a beat that's already out. It's already a record Polo G song, cool. So I do like when artists do that when they get on someone else's beat because it does feel familiarity, right? So the listeners already heard the beat, they're already a little drawn in. So now it makes your job a little easier. You just have to at least carry the record, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's also an excellent way to help teach yourself song structure, right? Hook, verse, things like that. But for this particular record, I feel like you kept it a little too close to the Polo G record. You know what I'm saying? You followed that blueprint a little too much. Because you have talent though, I'm gonna give you a pass. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give you a pass, but I would definitely like to hear, and most A&Rs like to hear original music over a beat that we haven't heard yet.
All right, there you have it. Thank you for that knowledge. Giving you your second pass so far. Let's go to the last judge on the lineup. She's an A&R at Capitol Records. Kate Loesch, what were your thoughts of 380 EC and his song that he submitted?
I agree with both the judges. Even though it's not an original beat and it's a known song, you sounded good on it, and I think that your performance was good on it. Your flow, everything. I was honestly impressed by it. So there's really not much. I don't have that much more criticism, but I do agree with knowledge. Like moving forward, most A&Rs want to hear something totally original, but you did your thing on this, so I'm going to give you a pass.
All right, there you have it from Kate and all three of the judges giving you a pass. Congratulations to 380 EC. You're headed to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship next year, where you'll compete for $50,000 in grand prizes. Congrats once again, 380. We'll see you live on stage next year. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have Black Samson. Black, let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, Black, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's up? Go ahead, tilt your camera so we could see you straight real quick. Let me get you on camera here. Awesome, man. Where are you from?
I'm born and raised in Tupelo, Mississippi, but I reside in the east side of Atlanta.
All right, dope. And tell us your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out.
It's _ Black Samson. That's _ BLCK Samson.
All right, cool. And tell us a little bit about this song you submitted called Jump. What is it all about?
Well, it's basically about, when you meet somebody and intentions are set from the jump, or the start, so to speak. And as you start to build and grow with this person, you start to see that, intentions and how you planned it may not turn out the way you wanted to. So that's the whole basis of it.
All right, there you have it. This is Jump with Black Samson. Black Samson. Let me go ahead and load up his video. We'll be right back.
From the jump, she told me from the jump. 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 Walk 100 miles in my shoes, bet you can't. Take 10 steps, swear to God, bet you faint. Bet you faint. How much can a young nigga take? Sometimes I think I'm about to break. I think I need a break. I think we need a break. But we painting the rooms with the fumes and the liquor. That's one hell of a picture. What can I say? She told me what it was from the jump. She told me what it was from the jump. She told me what she want from the jump. That's why I stay. She told me what it was from the jump. She told me what it was from the jump. She told me what she want from the jump. Walk out the room after making a mess. Just released all the stress. She saying she pressed. Only word she said was yes. After I asked her what's next, she wanna digress. Move on to the next. I might just hit up my ex just to confess, but instead I suppress. Lately I've been on some fuck shit. I ain't ducking from the love, it's just that I don't wanna trust it. If she looking at me, only proper that I must sit. Take her to my room and now she tell me, don't you rush it. Damn, tryna hold the weight of a man scorn. My homie just told me I'm torn, he warned. Stop choosing lust over love. Karma's a bitch, she was Leo as dove. Can I say, she gave me what I wanted from the jump. Her words will keep you at attention. Her actions are Leo as wishing. Decisions. Sometimes I can't make a decision, so I just start making incisions. I try to keep it cordial from the jump. When we spoke, she was clear about what she want. I told her I was with it, wasn't down for catching feelings. Told Cupid mind his business, but he go by what he want. Tripping over shit and we just met. Only knew her for a month, can be upset. Taking off from my feelings cause they offset. In rotation like a blunt, like who up next? Fuck. Can I say she gave me what I wanted from the jump? Me what it was from the jump. She me what she want from the jump. That's why I stay. She told me what it was from the jump. She told me what it was from the jump. She told me what she want from the jump. Said she told me from the jump. 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 Said she told me from the jump. She told me from the jump. She told me from the jump. She told me from the.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Black Samson with his song that he submitted for us. Let's go right over to our judges. Let's see what they thought. We'll start things off. He's a director. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts of Black Samson and his song that he submitted?
I thought the record was solid, but I mean, it's dangerously close to Black. You know what I mean? Like the sound that you have, but at least the sound in this particular record is very close to the sound that Black has. I don't know if there's enough room for more than one of him. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I think the song is pretty solid. I think you have some talent. I'm gonna give you a pass, but I feel like moving forward, you definitely have to just work on the music that you do and make sure you separate your stuff sonically. You know what I mean? You don't want people feeling like, oh man, this nigga sounds just like Black. Like, why listen to him if Black's already out? You know what I mean? So you want to add. Sometimes people can help it. Sometimes people naturally sound like other people, but in those cases, you want to, like I said, figure out a way, whether it's the type of music you do or whatever, to where it's like you separate yourself. So when people hear it, they know he kind of sound like, but it ain't him. It's somebody else. You know what I mean? So yeah.
All right, thank you for that knowledge. Great advice there. Giving you your first pass as well, Black Samson. Let's go over to the next judge on the lineup. She's an A&R at Capitol Records. Kate Loesch, what were your thoughts of Black Samson and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was solid. I liked the hook. It was really repetitive, and you have a really pretty voice. I do see what Knowledge is saying, and it's hard because I just feel like R&B is a space where if you're making similar records with the same similar sound, either your records have to be better than what's out there already. And it is R&B has had this incredible resurgence, but you do have to stick out. So whether that's delivering differently and having a different flow on verses, whatever that may be, that's going to help you elevate and stick out. I think that's what you have to do, and just be very conscious of the marketplace and what's out there. But with that said, I think you delivered on the record and you sounded good, so I'm going to give you a pass.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Kate LOESCH giving you your second pass from the judges, Black Samson. So we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what were your thoughts of Black Samson and his song that he submitted?
I mean, I gotta agree with both what the judges say. I think they both hit it on the head. Can you see me?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, it sounded good. The only thing I wish is just, if I did close my eyes, like he said, I would think I'm hearing black. But it's a give and a curse, you know what I'm saying, as well. But I just think he just has to start to add his own personality to it, his own little bit of originality to it, and so it just starts to separate from being compared to black. But if that's his sound, that's his sound. I can't make somebody change it. But I think he did a good job. I'm gonna give it a pass. But again, in the competition world, Kate said there is space, but then the comparison is something, is a stigma that sticks to sometimes to artists and sometimes keeps them from growing. So just add your personality to it, to the music. You know what I mean? Add a little bit more originality to it, just to have that little bit of separation. But yeah, keep doing your thing.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Polo. Well, it looks like all the judges giving you a pass. Congratulations, Black Samson. You're headed to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship next year, where you'll compete for $50,000 in grand prizes. Congrats once again. We'll see you live on stage next year. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have Lil G292. Let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, Lil G, can you hear us? Hey, you are muted. Go ahead and mute yourself so we can hear you real quick.
Yeah, I can hear y'all right now.
What's up, man? Where you from?
I'm from Annapolis, Maryland, man. Annapolis, Maryland.
There with you boys, representing Maryland. It's a pleasure to have you, man. What's your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
Man, my Instagram at Get Money, GETMONEYFOREVA. Get Money Forever. Forever with an A. On Twitter, you can type, 1900B. 1900B.
All right, dope. Now tell us a little bit about your song that you submitted for us today. It's called Make 'Em See. What are we about to watch?
Yeah, basically, man, we about to, make them see, man. You know what I mean? Show them how we, how we feeling. What's going on right now. We representing. Our peers is not here and gone. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
All right, well, let's go ahead. Let's take a listen. This is Lil G featuring Cab Cheek with Make 'Em See. Let me load this up. We'll be right back.
Bitch. Fuck it is, man. Fuck ass niggas. Straight up, look. Knee deep in the streets. Nah, nigga, we ain't squashing no beef. If it's a problem, you know we gon' solve it. Nigga, don't run no police. Whole city know I'm OG. We throwing up big foes and O's. We pouring out juice for keys. Ain't crip, but we gon' make them see.
Send me all the revolvers. Get money, I gotta go harder. Won't be no lane like my father. I'm plugged in just like a charger.
Send me all the revolvers. Spanking niggas like we was they father. Up the score, no credit karma. Bread on biscuits, go get them
I
cards.
put it on rest, know how that little freak bitch gon' tell me I can't afford her. I got a bang roll on me right now, I bet you it's more than your father. Don't swerve my lane, you gon' crash. Like 150, it's all on the dash. Shut about 30, all in my stash. Doing it right, so put on a mask. Yeah, I'm getting
Knee deep in the streets. Nah, nigga, we ain't squashing no beef. If it's a problem, you know we gon' solve it. Nigga, don't run no police. Whole city know I'm OG. We throwing up big foes and O's. We pouring out juice for keys. Ain't crip, but we gon' make them see. Toting that biscuit, papers, I'm on them. No time for flying, fuck what they saying. Nigga play dumb, then I'm on them. But you wanna die on your birthday? Yeah, it's a party, we throwing it. Couple niggas can't wait to see, just like candle, we blowing them, huh? Cinemax, how we bliss, no cable. Wanna be a star, showtime, we shine them. Shot them niggas, get all them. So you gotta go deep, but don't stop them. Fuck a brick, hit him in his face with the 40.
Send me all the revolvers. Get money, I gotta go harder. Won't be no lane like my father. I'm plugged in just like a charger.
Send me all the revolvers. Spanking niggas like we was they father. Up the score, no credit karma. Bread on biscuits, go get them cars.
that was Lil G292 with his song and his music video. Let's go right over to our judges. Let's see what they thought. We'll start things off. He's the director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what were your thoughts of Lil G292 and his music video that he submitted? And let's try this again. Polo, let's go first to you. What did you think of Lil G292 and his song that he submitted?
I was just finishing it up.
We got you.
I wasn't mad at it. I like it. I like the production. I like what they were saying. I like the hook. I like the video. Again, just it could be a little tighter. As an A&R, I would, tweak a little couple things there and there. But in this competition right now, I think it's definitely a good go. So I'm gonna give it a pass.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Polo. Giving you your first pass so far from the judges. Let's go over to the next judge on the lineup. She's an A&R at Capitol Records. Kate Loesch, what'd you think of Lil G292 and his music video that he submitted?
I agree with Polo. I think it was cool. It definitely did what it needs to do for this competition, but moving forward, definitely tighten things up. Lyrically, beat selection, everything, it felt good, but if you want to really climb to the top of this competition, it just has to feel a little bit more competitive, but it's a pass for me.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Kate Loesch giving you your second pass from the judges. With that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what were your thoughts of Lil G292 and his music video that he submitted?
I thought the video was cool. I thought the record itself was solid. Like both judges touched on, of course it could have been better. But I understand that most of the artists on this platform are just kind of starting out. They're working, they're getting their shit together. So for me, I like the energy. I thought it was one of the better records we've heard today. I like where they're headed. So I just think they need to keep working. It's going to be a pass for me. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Knowledge giving you a third pass from the judges. Congratulations, Lil G292. You are headed to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship next year, where you'll compete for $50,000 in grand prizes. Congrats once again. We'll see you live on stage next year. All right, guys. Next up on the lineup, we have Sergeant Sticks. Sergeant Sticks, let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, Sergeant, can you hear us? We'll try this again. Sergeant Sticks, we got you in the chat here. Can you hear us? Now, you did submit your song called 3 Girls and a Bed with Me. So let me go ahead and load this up. Oh, there we go. Sergeant Sticks, can you hear it? We got you now. Go ahead and unmute yourself. That's the problem. Unmute yourself so we can hear you real quick. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
What's up, man? Where you from?
Palm Beach, Florida.
Representing Florida. It's a pleasure to have you, man. And what's your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
Sergeant Sticks Facebook. SGT is how the name is spelled. SGT, STYXZ. Instagram, crooked letter GT. That's another word for Sarge. And Twitter, Sergeant Sticks, SGT, STYXZ.
All right, dope. Now tell us a little bit about this song you submitted, 3 Girls and a Bed with Me. What is this all about? What are we about to hear?
Well, basically, I just got incarcerated, and I had little problems with some females, writing me, whatever. But at the end of the day, I ended up getting in their head, so that's something that I wanted for me being there with 3 females. You know what I'm saying? And when I got out, I made it happen.
All right, well, there you have it. You being real, Sergeant Sticks with his song. Let me go ahead and load up his song. We'll be right back.
Got my thumb in the butt, like girl, what's this? Love me a slut and watch it 2 girls random. Baby dad is still stressing him. Never happy, always testing him. Oh lordy, hey everybody, she on Instagram, seen flex for him. Dominique's my ex bitch, and Jasmine's my sex bitch. Got a Puerto Rican for a girlfriend. Had the X-File to the next bitch. Whole problems ain't no problem. Bad bitches, I got them. Hey, the bitches back who cheated on me. Fuck best friends and forgot them. Thick bitch with horse stars. I love big old booties with horse stars. That's the choke fly. Why bother me? Bugaboos, not house flies. Locked up, making plans for this. Talked up, I'm the man in this. Sucking tits, ecstasy and Vicks. In a hotel room smoking cannabis. 2-bedroom hotel. That's a 5-star hotel. I got 3 olds in the bed with me. I got 3 olds in the bed with me. I said a 2-bedroom motel. That's a 5-star hotel. I got 3 olds in the bed with me. 3 olds in the bed. I'm taking all of my baby mamas and then they gon' share it down in the parking lot. No hands, all gums in the parking lot. Told a girl do something, girl, you talk a lot. Well, it's yours if you try, drop me like this high. Telling ya, up a notch, better not compare me to your manny's not. Different cloth, different breed, am I not? Hold up. On the molly and the monkey at the same damn time. Tell a sergeant get the front, and sticks to get behind. As I'm rolling up a butt, I'm hitting corners from behind. Junk in the truck inside the ketchup over grind. Baby, let me, baby, be a millionaire. Sex game crazy, stroke game real. Face full of pussy, sex and 3 patch of hell. Got a face full of pussy, sex and 3 patch of hell. Sex with thumb in the butt. You know I'm a 2-bedroom hotel. That's a 5-star hotel. I got 3 olds in the bed with me. I got 3 olds in the bed with me. 2-bedroom motel. That's a 5-star hotel. I'm making 3 olds in the bed with me. 3 olds in the bed. I'm making all of my baby mamas and then they gon' share with me. Biting on the pretty tight, biting on the streets. Biting on her lips, and biting on her booty, tight and biting on her lips. Biting on her lips, I'm gonna catch my face. Catch the skirt in my face. I'm French kissing them lips. I'm in Paris. French kissing them lips. I got 3 olds in the bed with me.
All right, everyone. So that was Sergeant Sticks with his song that he submitted for us. Let's go right over to our judges. Let's see what they thought. We'll start things off. She's an A&R at Capitol Records. Kate Loesch, you'll be up first. What'd you think of Sergeant Sticks and his song that he submitted?
I felt like all around it was just kind of lacking. The beat selection, the lyrics, your flow, just the sound on the record. It didn't really do anything for me, and it didn't pull me in. There was definitely some like comedic aspects to it, which were funny, and definitely, you know, there's a chance that something like that can go viral for that. But just in terms of just the music itself, I don't feel like it was that strong. I think that lyrically, it definitely has to be better, and things that I can remember with bigger hooks. And the beat was just way too simple and didn't really amplify any of that. So for me, it won't be a pass.
All right, there you have it from Kate Loesch. No pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go to the next judge on the lineup. He's an A&R director over at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what were your thoughts of Sergeant Sticks and his song that he submitted?
I mean, I feel like feel like I get what he was trying to go for. You know, like the idea, the concept of the record. I feel like the execution wasn't quite there. Like Kay was saying, you know, just the structure of the song, the beat selection, all of those things need to be improved to give that song a better chance. And then a lot of times, the song really comes down to one or two beat selection and just the writing. You know what I'm saying? Figuring out how to creatively say what you want to say. You know, he was talking crazy on the record, which is a good thing because that'll draw people in, and that's the type of artist that you are. That has, you know, like shock value in your lyrics. There's nothing wrong with that, but you just have to put it in a way to where people can digest it, and that's going to help it, like I said, with your beat selection, the structure of the song, things like that. So it's a no pass.
All right, there you have it from Knowledge. No pass, unfortunately, from the second judge. Let's go to the last judge. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what were your thoughts of Sergeant Sticks and his song?
I mean, both judges kind of said it all. A good idea. And, you know, a good title to kind of draw people in, but the execution wasn't there, you know what I mean? And I just felt like could have been tighter. Obviously, the beat could have been better. So it wasn't enough to continue to keep on in this competition, so I'm going to say it's a no pass.
There you have it from all three of the judges. Polo, thank you for that. No pass, unfortunately, from the judges today. But check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. Thanks again, Sergeant Sticks, for joining us. We hope to see you again on a future showcase. Next up on the lineup, we have Swole. Now, Swole, looks like you did disconnect from the chat, so let me go right over to your video. It's called When Can I See You? Let me load this up. We'll be right back.
I missed that on last night, but tonight, we're going up, but we're going down, boy. My 10 toe what happened last night, but we're going down.
Yo, going on, fool? Yo, my G, y'all boy ready for the night? Ah, man, we probably big shit, man. Shit. Hey, what's going on? What happened with Shorty from last night? I know you bad. Come on, man. Man, my dude. Oh, man. Come on. Shit, let's get a little traffic, man. Shit, how we lit, man. Get the bitch out, boy. Hey.
Feel it in the sunrise, even in the nighttime. It's hard to adjust now, cause you ain't around, no. When will I see you again? When will I see you?
See, look, baby, see, look. See, I just met you getting a drink. Things topped off. You came to my crib, you know. It wasn't even supposed to be this much. It was just supposed to be a one-night thing. Just a fling, baby. I don't know what did you do. You got me feeling for your love. I know it was just one night, baby, but when can I see you again? Can't get you out my head. Baby, you put it on me. Baby, you put it on me. Supposed to be a one-night stand, but baby, you all I see. Baby, you all I see. Damn, baby, what did you do? I'm looking off in the mirror. I'm daydreaming about you. Come put your head on my pillow. Girl, let's take off to the moon. My heart is colder than winter. Hoping you come see me soon. Your face is under the picture. floor, fiending for some more. Girl snatched out my soul, club out on the floor, bird food on the stove. Got me hooked like some dough. Girl, please call my phone. Feel so alone, baby girl, get out, all in my zone. Yeah, been so more, baby, your success got me weak. I've been so more, baby. I've been so more,
When I see you again.
Baby, where'd you go now? Why'd you snatch my soul out? Baby, where'd you go now? Why'd you snatch my soul out?
Another day. Another day. Another day.
All right, everyone. So that was Swole with his music video that he submitted for us. Let's go right over to our judges. Let's see what they thought. We'll start things off this time. He's the director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts of Swole and his music video that he submitted?
Definitely something I wasn't expecting when it first started. Didn't know what I was getting into, and then once it started, didn't know where I was at. I don't even know what to say. Can you come back to me?
Yeah, we'll come back to you, Polo. No worries. All right, so we're going to come back to Polo. Let's start off with the next judge on the lineup. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, we'll go over to you. What were your thoughts of Swole and his music video that he submitted?
I mean, I thought the record was decent. I thought it had some good parts in it that he could build off of. Overall, the record needed a lot of work. And as it went on, to be honest, it felt boring. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that's through the production, both the production and the way we wrote it, where you have to have peaks and valleys in the record, so it just doesn't feel like that. Felt almost monotonous throughout the record. You know what I mean? So just a little switch up needed, like I said, within the beat and within the writing to bring that excitement to the record. So for me, it'll be a no pass.
All right, thank you for that knowledge. No pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go to the next judge. She's an A&R at Capitol Records. Kate Loesch, what do you think of Swole and his music video that he submitted?
So just to start, I think the intro of the video was like 45 seconds long before it came to the music. So that's just, you've already lost me there. If I was a new fan. It wasn't really a skit, even though it kind of was. It didn't serve a purpose. So get rid of that. And then the song, it's like, I'm looking at the video, it's like almost 5 minutes long. That's 2 minutes too long. That sweet spot should be around 3 minutes, 3:10, if you really want to get people's attention. So if you do a video like this, it could be like an extended director's cut, but for a competition and A&R purposes, it's just way too long. Like Knowledge mentioned, you kind of lost us. So I appreciate what you did with the record. I think it had a really fun, dancing, romantic, loving vibe to it. But I think it had to do more with the sample that was used in it. So based on just what you delivered and where it's at now, I can't give you a pass.
All right, thank you for that, Kate. Great advice there from Kate and knowledge so far. Let's go back to our first judge on the lineup. He's director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, do you have anything to add for this artist?
Yeah, like I said in the beginning, I didn't know where the record was taking me, and then even when the records did start, like Kate said, it definitely took long, and when it did start, I didn't know where he was going with it. I like the production on it. That's what kind of, if I had my attention, it would be the beat. But what he, the delivery, the execution wasn't there. There's still a lot of work to do, even for the video. It needs a lot of work. So I don't see it working in this competition. So no pass.
All right. Well, you heard it from the judges. Thank you for that, Polo, Kate, and Knowledge. Heard it from the judges here. No pass, unfortunately, Swole. But check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. Thanks again for joining us for our online showcase for today. All right, guys. Up next on the lineup, we have Lou McMahon. Lou McMahon, let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right. So, Lou, can you hear us? There we go. We got you. But go ahead and unmute yourself so we can hear you real quick. Awesome. Lou, we got you now. Can you hear us?
Hi. Yes, I can hear you.
Hey,
Thank
how's
you.
it going? Where are you from?
I'm from County Clare in Ireland, and I'm a folk rock singer-songwriter, which is a little bit different today. But yeah, the song is called A River, and I hope you like it.
And what's your social media? Give us your social media so everyone can go ahead and go check you out.
Yeah, so I'm on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and pretty much everywhere under Lou McMahon. So it's L-O-U, McMahon, McMahon.
Okay, awesome. And can you tell us a little bit about your song that you submitted for us today? What's the idea behind it?
A River is a folk rock song, and it's a sentimental song. It ebbs and flows between feelings of sort of escapism and loss. It's about the loss of a loved one. So that's
okay.
What A River is about.
Awesome. Let's go ahead. Let's take a listen. This is Lou McMahon with The River. Let me go ahead and load up her video. We'll be right back.
So you found a boat to row, but you saw no plight as you sailed into the night. Water fills my sandals from eyes that weep as the scandal seekers stare through their riptide minds. Oh man of sun who sleeps, no sorrow surrounds thee, floating naked and raw, naked and raw. Now the sun hits the water and projects a lonely sigh. Your river, your river, your river, oh, ancient days in sweet remiss roll back through a cloudy abyss. of a child alive. The blueprints in the black and white outweigh the dreams I have to fight. In the morning, sleep deprived. As time rolls on, you're walking bare on ifs and whats and whys and wheres. You're a river. You're a river. You're a river. Flowing from these eyes of
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Lou McMahon with her music video, A River. Let's go right over to our judges. Let's see what they thought. We'll start things off this time. He's an A&R director over at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what were your thoughts of Lou McMahon and her music video that she submitted?
I mean, I thought she had a good voice, strong voice. Not necessarily my style that I deal in, but I could recognize that. I think, you know, she played the guitar, so that always adds to the performance. You know, I don't know if this is necessarily the type of, you know, contest for her style of music, but I think, you know, she's deserving of a pass based on the skill set.
Awesome. Thank you for that knowledge. Giving you your first pass so far for the judges. Let's go over to the next judge on the lineup. She's an A&R at Capitol Records. Kate Loesch, what were your thoughts of Lou McMahon and her song with her video that she submitted?
Yeah, I'll agree with Knowledge. I think that you have a beautiful voice, and for the style of music that she's making, I think she did a good job, and the video was representative of that. I don't know if this is the competition for her, just in terms of the music that you're making, but that's not really up for me to decide. So I'm going to give her a pass.
All right, there you have it from Kate Loesch, giving you your second pass from the judges. And with that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what were your thoughts of Lou McMahon and her music video that she submitted?
I thought the record was good. I mean, like Nala said, it's not my genre, it's not my strong point, but I know I can recognize, you know, as an A&R, you can recognize someone who could sing, which she definitely did a good job on singing. She did a great job on playing the guitar. But you know, I listened to the song. I actually listened to the song. I think the hook could have been more to it. I just feel like it was too simple. She didn't really, you know, it didn't really explain what she was trying to portray. I mean, she kind of said a little bit in the verses, but the hook kind of is where you're supposed to bring everything together. And I just felt like she kind of didn't with that. The other guys already gave her a pass. I would have said no pass just based on the writing on it. But, you know, again, it's not my genre. She sounds strong, has a lot of potential. So definitely keep going, and she got a pass. So we'll see how she does in this competition.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Polo. Well, it looks like you got yourself at least 2 passes today. Congratulations, Lou McMahon. You're headed to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship next year, where you'll compete live on stage for $50,000 in grand prizes. Congrats once again. We'll see you live on stage next year. All right, guys, we reached our last artist lineup. We have Cole. Cole Swallow, let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other 3 of the judges. All right, so we have Cole. Can you hear us? And you're muted. Go ahead and unmute yourself so we can hear you real quick.
I'm a whole ass mess today. How you doing?
What's up, man? Where are you from?
Louisiana, and then I moved here. I said, "Fuck that shit, I'm gone." So
All right.
I went to school, I changed majors.
There you go, representing Louisiana. It's a pleasure to have you. What's your social media so everyone could go check out your stuff?
I have a band account on IG for, I call it, I don't know, I think I just changed the name, just coleswallow.official. And then on Facebook, it's just dat ho. Oh my God. Okay. So I got Instagram and Facebook. I'll just link it, just DM me or whatever. But
Cole Swallow, now I know you got, your last name is spelled a little differently. Could you tell us how to spell it so everyone can check you out when they search you?
it's SOILEAU.
Okay.
So like swallow, like it's French kind of.
All right, dope. Now tell us a little bit about your song, Afraid of Me. What are we about to hear? What is the song all about?
Well, Afraid of Me kind of came from the bottomless pit of crashing that resulted from when I moved here. I had just moved out of a really super fucking toxic relationship, and the song was about him. Like, are you treating me this way because you're afraid, like you're jealous of me, or you envy me for some reason? But it also had to capture the emotional value. It's more of a song you can kind of like light up to and vibe. The lyrics aren't as popping, but they are there, and if you know the meaning, it's just kind of a deep song, but it can be interpreted however anyone, deciphers. So I guess.
All right, dope. Well, let's go. Let's take a listen. This is Afraid of Me with Cole Swallow. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
Used to call me at home. I'd be alone when you're at your end. Call me back, I need to know this. Enough of them, take me on. Then you make me feel again. Takes my heart, it snaps in half. What am I supposed to do? The only one.
side. Need a part of you inside my mind. I'm sorry I'm nothing, I'm alive, but that's okay. I'm scared, everybody's always in my way. I can't seem to forget a pain. It all comes back to bite me all the fuck away.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Cole Swallow with his song that he submitted for us. Let's go right over to our judges. Let's see what they thought. We'll start things off this time. He's director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what were your thoughts of Cole and his song that he submitted?
For the record, I thought it was cool. It was hard to hear. I'm not sure if it was purposely undone or purposely done. The way it was recorded had a lot of distortion. So there was parts where I kind of wasn't catching what he was saying. But when I did catch it, you could tell it was deep. He was saying, what he really felt. It's crazy because as hard as it was to hear it and get all the clear words, you could hear the emotion, you could hear the pain. Just wish it was a little bit more clear to actually hear it. And then also I wish the hook kind of stood out more. It kind of blended in with the verse, so that kind of made it hard to, determine what he was talking about at points. I'm gonna say it's a no pass just because, again, there's a lot of work to be done on that. But you definitely delivered the pain and your emotions in it. I just feel like recording-wise, structure-wise, it could have been better. And so it's not good enough to pass for today. But, keep working at that and keep putting your emotions into it because that's part of music. That's what attracts people to music. So no pass for me.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Polo. No pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go to the next judge on the lineup. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what were your thoughts of Cole and his song that he submitted?
I thought the song it had some good melodies in it. Like Polo saying, I think he did a good job at least conveying the emotion on the record. So it did have a sentiment to it, but I have to give it a no pass, and that's more than anything is for the fact that the quality of the record was off to where I couldn't make out the lyrics. I couldn't, I had to really like force myself to try and hear what he was saying, and I couldn't just relax and listen to it. You know what I'm saying? To understand what he was saying. So, if you can figure out the mix on that or something on the vocals or whatever it needs to be done, so you can hear. Not only feel the emotion, but hear the words, and that'll add to the song and make it a better record.
All right, thank you for that, Knowledge. Great advice there from Knowledge. No pass, unfortunately, from the second judge. Let's go to the third judge and the last judge. She's an A&R at Capitol Records. Kate Loesch, what do you think of Cole and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, I agree with both of the judges. I think that there was a lot of emotion and it definitely made you feel something or put you in a type of mindset. I like the melodies, but the the quality of the audio and the vocals was definitely lacking, which not only in the way that you sang it, it was a little hard to hear what you were saying, but that also contributed to it. So it's really hard in this competition to just go off of melody and the feeling of it, even though it's a huge part of music. But, you know, it was also 4 minutes and 20 seconds long, which was just too much at this stage, like way too much. So I can't give a pass on this performance alone right now.
All right, thank you for that. Kate, no pass, unfortunately, from our judges today. But Cole, check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of them right after this event. Thanks again for joining us, everyone. That was Cole Swallow. All right, guys, that was our entire lineup for today. But before we go, let's give a big shout out to all three of our judges. If I could get all three of the judges to put on their cameras real quick. All three of our judges for joining us. It's always a pleasure to have you guys. I know all three of you are extremely busy executives in the industry right now, so it's a pleasure to have you guys. Real quick, I'm going to go down the lineup and get all three of them to give us their social media. So I'll start off on my left right here. She's an A&R at Capitol Records. Kate LOESCH, where can everyone find you on social media?
You guys can find me at _KillaKate _. Thanks for everybody's time today.
Awesome. Kate, it's always a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for joining us. Up next, he's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, where can everyone find you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram under POLO _2X.
Awesome, Polo. Same to you. It's always great to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, and thanks to all the judges, too.
And last but certainly not least, he's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, where can everyone find you on social media?
Only social media I have is Instagram. You can find me there at God_knowledge.
Awesome. Knowledge, it's a pleasure to have you as well. All three of you guys, thank you so much. Such an honor to be aside you guys and have you guys on our showcase today. My name's Adonis Lugo. Be sure to check me out on Instagram as well on behalf of myself, the entire Coast to Coast Live team, and all the judges. We'll see you guys on the next one.